if you have no time for dating, listen up. Maybe you want a great relationship, you want a great partner, but you just feel like, I just have no time for dating, and where do I fit this in? Let's unbuckle this and let's make sure that after this video, you are going to have time for dating. Okay, so what is important here is understanding two different things. Number one, time management, and number two, excuses management. Okay, let's start with time management. Sometimes you really don't have time, and you know those times. Maybe you are doing 2-3 jobs, or you are just very busy in your business, you're traveling the world, and you are just on a rocket, you are crashing it, you are successful, you have so many clients wanting to work with you, you have so many companies wanting to work with you, like you are just in high demand and you really don't have time. Okay, and that's valid, that's literally valid. You might not have time, but you've got to see what is your priority. If your work, for example, is your priority, then yeah, this is just how it is. Then you have to just acknowledge this, that okay, this is my priority right now, and right now I just don't have time for a relationship. But if you in your heart decided, you know what, I wish I had both. I wish I had the success and a work. I had success and success in dating to have my dream partner, then you will have to look into your calendar and make time. At least twice a week, 2 hours, for a dinner date, for having a audio call, video call, some time for texting with new people. Schedule that in your calendar. Make the time. I know that other things are important, that you're successful, you're focused on your business, but take a couple hours per week if this is your priority. Okay, and then let's talk about time that is wasted, which you could use for dating. I remember years ago I did this experiment where I literally wrote down, what am I doing every day? Is it like something that I approve? Because sometimes we just subconsciously do stuff that are wasting time. And I remember I was literally talking to a girlfriend for 3 to 4 hours per day and listening to drama because I found it entertaining. That's why I was listening to her drama. Okay, so I also got something out of it. But after realizing that, I was like, oh, no, I can't keep listening to this, because first of all, it doesn't serve me, and secondly, honestly, it doesn't serve her either. I mean, it was years ago, so I wasn't that strict back then, but technically it doesn't serve her either to talk about her drama. She should just solve it. Yeah, me being the witness of her life's drama isn't helping anyone. It just doesn't, and especially not me. So I was like, that's off. I no longer have that friend, but yeah, she always got herself in some trouble, and it was actually funny to watch her dating or life dramas. But no, same with watching drama shows, right? Reality TV shows, they can be entertaining, they can be fun, but you can decide to watch it. Obviously, I'm not saying you can never watch a show, but if there is just like time where you are scrolling or watching drama shows, or like me, listening to some friends who are just like making drama in their life, you have to ask yourself, okay, do I actually maybe want to use that time for my goals? And if it includes dating, great, right? And then one last point that comes to my mind is, if you have like a chronic situation where you feel like there is no time for me to go out, or no ability, like when you have kids, for example, I can't leave my kids anywhere, I can't go out, I can't I can't go on a date because I have kids. So make sure to find a trusted babysitter, maybe a trusted family member, that they and ask for help, like literally straight ask for help. People will help you when you ask for that. Ask your mom, ask your sister to help with the kids, that you actually can go out. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to give you here is try to be solution oriented beside just saying, oh, I just don't have time for that. Because you can make time if this is important for you. Next point is, before we go to the excuses, a lot of people also have this feeling of sense of urgency. Oh, I'm already, I don't know, 39, 45, I should be already married, I should have kids. Like this sense of urgency, it often comes up in people that are actually very successful. So I see that a lot in my clients, also in myself, like the sense of, oh, I should have done more by this age and by this time, by 2025, I should have done this, and this, and next year I will do more. Okay, that's fireful, but when it comes into a sense of urgency in relationships, it actually backfires. When we bring that somehow in work, when we bring that in our business, it can actually even blossom because we just push it and we just do it, and it can even blossom where we have more success. You just have this sense of urgency, you study, you work more, you do have a risk for burnout, but you get stuff done. Okay, and by the way, I might do another video on that. If you guys are interested, you have to let me know in the comments how to be very productive and effective and efficient without sense of urgency, without like this pressure. This is something that I've been integrating myself in the last years to be really productive without that pressure in my work as well. But let's stay to the dating topic here. When you have the sense of urgency in dating, it is risky because you might overlook red flags. You might just want to make this work because you already have invested so much time with this person. And generally, when you bring this energy of sense of urgency, it's an anxiety energy, and your relationship will be anxiety driven, and that is not healthy. Healthy relationships are love, fulfillment, passion driven, not anxiety driven. And then you will attract a partner who's also anxiety driven for whatever reason. They can be alone, or they are also having urgency of time, or just generally having anxiety. So I don't recommend having that approach of sense of urgency. But I do get that. I get that. When you think, okay, I'm 39 and I really want to have kids and I don't have time. Like, I do get that. I do get that you can feel under pressure on whatever age. Maybe you're younger, maybe you're older, right? But just do this one thing. Make sure to prioritize getting a relationship. It is what you really want. Make time for it. Put it in your calendar. Okay? Also, do the third step we're going to talk about in a second. Overcome the resistances, the excuses, the invisible blockages that run deep in the subconscious, and you're gonna have your relationship. And I know it's the third one especially is difficult by yourself, so you can reach out to me for a free love audit call, because I'm gonna be able to help you with all of those steps. Let's make time for it. Let's hold you accountable for dating. Let's bring you in this energy of, I'm gonna have it. I'm a vibrational match to it, and I'm magnetizing my dream man, my dream woman. And the third part of, I'm going to overcome any fears and blockages that I have internally that keep me away from my dream partner. Because your dream partner can literally stand in front of you and you might reject him because of internal fears and blockages. And we're going to talk about this in a second. But again, let me invite you to my free love audit call. The link is in my description box, or it's also in the bio. You can also send me an email if you don't find the link. Okay, so the last step is already mentioned, overcoming the invisible blockages that might hold you back from entering your dream relationships. You know that shortly before your breakthrough, there's the biggest resistance, the biggest fears come up. I remember when I was getting engaged, the fears were just flooding me. The fears of like, will I lose my freedom? Will this person control me? Will I lose the peace that I have? Will I lose that? Will I be happy? So many fears, and I really had to work through them. And no, we're not gonna accept a person in your life that is not going to give you peace or freedom. Obviously, you're not going to be with a person that is going to be controlling, that is going to take away your freedom. You will choose a partner that will give you all of the beautiful things. But I did this exercise, which is, by the way, in my Quantum Level Up course. You can purchase it separately. It's in my link overview course, in my course overview link. But also it's always part of the coaching container with me. The Quantum Level Up course, which teaches you how to shift to a new identity. But basically I did this exercise from that course myself, and I was like, okay, let me take all of the benefits from my single life into my relationship, and let's find a partner who matches that. So for me it was really important freedom. Like this is just my number one value, freedom. And I was like, okay, let's be with a partner who values my freedom, who also wants freedom. Great. So that was a subconscious blockage. If I didn't bring this up, I would generally reject being in a relationship, being committed to someone, because I would be afraid that, okay, my partner will take away my freedom, you see? And sometimes it's even deeper than that. Sometimes it's really even from childhood, some pattern. One of my clients was afraid to be left, for example, to be abandoned. And we worked through that fear. So she couldn't enter a relationship because she was afraid that she will lose it. So we really worked through that fear. And also, obviously, for her, the most important thing to find in a person was to find a person who is actually committed and compatible, so that when she feels attached, it actually has an extremely high percentage of working out. Anyways, if you work with me, we will look into that anyways, that the person that you are seeing is compatible and also wants the same things that you do. So yeah, those subconscious blockages are real, and those subconscious fears are real, and this is honestly the number one reason why people stay single or sabotage any connection, because there are fears, or there are triggers which come up, and all of that has to be worked through. All of that has to be looked into if you want a fulfilling, loving, intimate relationship. And again, you can reach out to me for a free love audit call for my support. I've been helping people all over the world since over 5 years full time with these topics. Before, I've also been working with these topics to attract a dream partner, dream relationship, and also to attract peace and love within their relationship. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. I see you on the next one. And yeah, the link for a free love audit call is in my description box or in my bio.